Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Mahnur. Today I am going to discuss short story Miss Brill written by Kathrine Mansfeild. If you want to see a biography of Kathrine Mansfeild, make sure to check out my previous video review of The Fly by Kathrine Mansfeild. In that particular video I have discussed Kathrine Mansfield's biography in detail. So, uh, without wasting time, let's get moved to the short story Miss Brill. Miss Brill is an English teacher living near the public garden in a French town. The narrator follows her on a regular Sunday afternoon. The narrative follows her on the regular Sunday afternoon, which she spent walking about and sitting in the park. The story opens with Miss Brill delighting in her decision of wearing the fur. If we read the short story, we can see that from the very beginning, we can see that Kathrine Mansfield is trying to tell us about the weather and the surrounding around Kathrine Mansfield, which she is portraying in a very dry manner, and we can see that that she is telling golden lines around the clouds and the cloudy weather and it's cold and something like that, and she is actually wearing the fur, which we can see that it's cold and it's the season of autumn all around. So she is wearing the fur, and probably it's not in fashion in this particular area, so it's in her own perspective that it's going to look a really good kind of thing, but in actual scenario it is not looking that much good as she is thinking about it. She is the person who is from another area and living over here and teaching English, but in the Jordan Publicus, which is a French term, and in English it is public garden, and Kathrine Mansfield is using that particular term as it is in her story. And we can see that Jordan Publicus is particularly that place where families and all sort of people can visit on Sundays and all days of week. Kathrine Mansfield is also telling that Miss Brill is a very observant character of this short story, who is the person who knows English and who is sitting in Jordan Publicus and looking all around the people who is sitting all around her. There is a couple right next to her, and old people and all sort of people in this garden. She is observing them and also giving opinion about them to herself only. The people all around her, those people who don't know about her as she don't know about them. She is the person who is giving compliments to other people and thinking herself as something amazing to herself only. She is the person who is giving compliments to other people in Jordan Publicus. Jordan Publicus is the place where all sort of people are coming. The particular couple which is sitting right next to her is also giving her some sort of compliments by thinking that she would never understand the language they are speaking in. But actually, she is living over here from a little bit of time and also teaching English over here, so she knows both of French and English, so she knows the language in which this particular couple is talking about. The fur is that particular dress she was feeling very delight and very enthusiastic about when she was wearing it. She is the person who likes this fur very very much. She just placed it into the box and and then she saved it from for the next winter and took a great care of this particular stuff. And it's like a fur of fox, and she is taking great care of it because she loves this fur very very much. So it's the winter time and time to wear that fur. She took it out of her box where she placed it, and then she removed all the dust all around it and over it, and then she wear it and think of herself as a very beautiful woman, and she thinks that she is looking very 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 amazing, but actually she is the person who is wearing this particular stuff out of fashion and looking out of the way. She is not looking amazing. In the French culture, this story is also talking about dress code, suits to the area only, that for example, the dress code for Asian countries, suits in Asian countries only. The Pakistani countries have their own dress codes. The dress code of particular country suits in that particular country is only like jeans and shirts, suits in those country where it is where the dress it is, and the shalwar, kameez, and other sort of dresses suit in that particular countries only. But Miss Brill is wearing fur in that particular area where it is not appreciated, and she is wearing that particular kind of dress, so it is out of the fashion, and people are criticizing her and thinking about her as a lady who doesn't know how to wear dresses. So, Kathrine Mansfield is also talking about a lady who is new at the area, and it is a stranger land for her. Geographically, she doesn't belong here, but some sort and some particular kind of situation make her to live here for some sort, and she is the person who thinks that she is looking good, but actually she is not. And also people are thinking that she would not understand them, but actually she is the person who knows that language. Language is the medium who tells us and helps us to understand the perspective and thinking of other people and confronted people in front of us. So, Catherine Mansfield is that kind of person who is talking from Miss Brill's side. Catherine Mansfield is also talking about language differences, that language is a particular medium which tells us about the perspective and thinking of people, what the other person is thinking. If he or she doesn't know the language we understand, is unable to interpret their ideas or perspective to us. Miss Brill is the person who knows the language, but she is not going to that particular couple and not telling them, I am the person who doesn't belongs here, but I am trying to fit in. This is the stuff, this fur is the thing which I like. This belongs to my land, I love it, and I am wearing it. But she is just listening to people and just observing people and giving them compliments as other people are giving her compliments. And also, she is the person who is in this garden and thinking and giving compliments to all around surrounding and other people. Plus when she comes back to the air plus when she comes back to her area, come back to her home, she removed the fur and throw it away. That particular stuff was the thing which she loved in the beginning of short story. She gives a lot of attention and a lot of care to that particular fur. It's the skin of fox, but in the end she is throwing it away because this fur in the stranger land is the medium of her insult. Probably in her own area, it would be the medium of her respect, and people must give her some useful compliments and praising her. But in that area, people are criticizing her because of that particular fur. So in the end, she stopped caring about the stuff she loves the most from the past, but she is actually thinking about the future, and she is throwing her past away. Her story is most of the time telling to the reader from the perspective of unknown narrator who is talking from the side of Kathrine Mansfeild, who is talking from the side of Miss Brill, and Miss Brill is actually a naive character in this short story. Naive characters are those characters who think of themselves as something amazing, but actually they are not, and they are so innocent and so innocent and so straight that every can everyone can fool them easily, and Miss Brill is totally that kind of character. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Hope you like this short story. For more such videos, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Next video is up till next week. Allah Hafiz.